So today has just been weird. My switch. Yeah, today's been weird because it's just been like a series of weird coincidences. Like, it shouldn't have been a weird day, but it just kind of ended up being one. So like the first thing wasn't a big thing, but like I decided to have a cup of coffee instead of a cup of tea for like the first time in like a couple of months. And then when I got the train, I got the train from the other platform, which I never do. And then as soon as I got onto that train, there was a guy sitting down, and then a few other people came on, and he like gave up. He sort of moved seats so that another like couple could sit next to each other. And then when he said thanks, the guy said no problem. They both spoke in American accents, so they were both American. And then one of the guys, like one of the two people, made some kind of comment. I can't remember exactly, but he ended up asking him what he does, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm an airline pilot." And then the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm an airline pilot as well." And he's like, "Yeah, like, where are you based? San Francisco. Where are you based? Salt Lake City." Just like as if it's not a crazy coincidence that two American airline pilots go on the exact same train next to each other in London. Yeah, it was just bizarre. So that was just one unusual thing. And then I had I had Amy's card, so I had to give that back to her. And I've never done that. I've never had to do that before. Well, that was a big thing, but just. And then I supervised the life drawing session today, which I've also never done before. And I helped Alex film his sketch. I held up a torch for about 5 minutes while he filmed part of his comedy sketch. It's just been a very unique and strange day. Doesn't actually sound that strange now that I say everything that happened, but it feels strange. And also the fact that I went in like a record late time meant that I'm sort of all messed up. I keep thinking it's earlier than it is. It's actually like 9:10, and it feels like early evening. Another weird thing that happened today is I was on the train. Well, yesterday I randomly thought about what the name of. I was trying to remember what the name of the drug that's in inhalers that I had as a child. Like, there's one which is like air or something, which I didn't have, but I couldn't remember what the one I had was. And then I'm on the train today, and then I'm reading a book. I'm reading an organic synthesis textbook on the train, which I never do. And then there it is, the synthesis for salbutamol, also known as Ventolin, which is the exact thing that I was trying to think of. It's just strange. I mean, statistically these things do happen, but like, don't know whether I'm just noticing them today or what. It's cool though. And actually I really enjoy, even if it's not a coincidence, like when non sequiturs, not to get too sentimental or anything, but I like when little non sequiturs get resolved, and something like odd, that kind of like made you kind of, you remembered it because of the fact that it was just a little bit odd, like something someone said or anything, which then gets resolved later, and it's almost like you never know when these things are going to get resolved. Like sometimes it's straight away, and sometimes it's like years afterwards. And I like it when that happens. I also like, but more sort of broadly than that, sort of non-verbal non-sequiturs, I guess, that resolve like little story arcs of their own, which individually are just none of them are interesting enough to explain. They're not worth explaining each of them, but just to give like, I don't know, an example or two. So today the card machine didn't work in the train ticket machine, and that was really annoying, and that, you know, doesn't happen every day. And then just when I came back from the train just now, the card reader had a out of order sign on it, which is just like, you know, it's nothing, but it's just like, you know, that kind of little microscopic story arc happened. Or like, I remember specifically because it was just such a nice example of it. Was I was on the bus one time and there was like a little insect, I think it was like a ladybird or something, but it was just like on the window right next to my head, and I was like, I kind of had the choice to like knock it away or just kind of make peace. So I made peace, sort of tentative truce. I was thinking, like, I actually thought like I shouldn't knock it out of the way, and I just hope that it doesn't fly into my face. And then literally 5 seconds later it falls from the ceiling just straight into my hair, and I have like a crazy like fit on the bus to get it up. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's how that one worked out.